The reopening of China's borders sees Beijing scrapping one of the final parts of the zero-COVID system. But don't expect to see a huge rush of travellers coming from China just yet, because even though the borders are now open, it's still very difficult to get back into the country, largely because of a lack of international flights. And those flights that are running, well, the tickets are very expensive, and they're also being snapped up by a number of Chinese nationals living overseas who are desperate to get home for the first time in a number of years. Chinese travellers also face some restrictions when heading abroad. Countries such as Australia, the UK and the US are requiring now a negative test when coming from China because of concerns over potential new variants that might come out of the country. And this border reopening, though, it has allowed for much anticipated reunions between family and friends, and it also means that people in Hong Kong can finally make it across to the mainland after years of separation. And this reopening comes at the same time as the beginning of the travel period ahead of the Lunar New Year holidays. Now, before COVID, this was seen as the largest annual mass migration of people in the world. And they expect this year that passengers will be taking over 2 billion trips in the coming weeks. But of course, that brings concerns about the virus spreading across the country and China's ability and the healthcare system's ability to cope with potentially another wave of infections. Reporting from Singapore, Adam Hancock for TICKER News.